Well, hello, everybody. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto Under 20. Today, I think it's 12.7. And as you can tell, I have laryngitis. So somebody got their wish that I would shut up. Almost. Does that count? So anyway, today's video is just juicy little things. But some of you may be familiar with Weight Watcher Girl. And she is a very interesting character. She has 49,000 she has 49,000 subbies on her YouTube channel. And so her name is Weight Watcher Girl. So clearly she is a Weight Watcher devotee through all of their different programs. But she did a video in the last couple of days talking about Weight Watcher and their new Freestyle food plan. And I know that a lot of you know how cynical I can be of Weight Watchers, for profit only. And it's profit off of your back, keeping your abdominal fat right where it always has been. And it doesn't work for a lot of people. And if some of you are my age, which is like closer to 70 than 60, then maybe you have had your times with Weight Watchers and all the different programs they have. And every 2 years they change their format. And this last one is Freestyle. And the whole thing, this is after the Weight Watcher one with Oprah shoving in bread, saying she loves bread. And this next one is called Freestyle. And they have all kinds of free foods, many of them high in carbohydrates. And there's over 200 choices. And so when I was with Weight Watchers, it was PPV, points per value. And then it went to Smart Points, and then it went to Freestyle. And so I was very cynical about it. And I said, of course, they're doing this because you won't lose a lot. Now, usually when older women go back to a Weight Watcher program, they might lose the initial 10, 12, 14 pounds, and then it flatlines, right? And that's what happened to me with points per value. And, you know, I was following it to the T. I had my points. I was very careful. I never used my weeklies. I had a baked potato every Saturday with my big green egg steak and veggies. I had lots of fruits because they were free. I had lots of veggies. And I ate, 6 meals a day. And I probably had 6 to 8 pieces of fruit. Everything worked along swimmingly until I flatlined. So anyway, Weight Watcher Girl has been on for all these years, and I've always been fascinated by her because when she does her grocery hauls, trust me, you're not seeing the things that were in my recent grocery haul, that's for sure. What you're seeing is all these new finds of new cereals and new crackers, and just everything is grainy, carby, artificially sweetened, and things like that. Not to knock her, I'm just saying that she is a true Weight Watcher person that is interested in losing weight, not her health. But she disappears for days, weeks, months on end. And then she reappears like she was never gone. It's kind of fascinating. So this one where she is now, and if you tune into Weight Watcher Girl 1 and watch her most recent one, and it says part 1, she talks about it and how the people, how so many people are struggling with this new program, which is all in the plan as far as I'm concerned with Weight Watchers, because they know they have you. And you will keep paying probably more than I paid for just the online every single month. It must be close to 50 to have the meetings and online services a month. Okay? So $50 a month buys an awful lot of extra virgin olive oil, macadamia nut oil, coconut oil creations, my jar of the mocha and the chai. Oh, yes, baby, please more. So anyway, I just thought I'd tell you that there's cracks in it for when somebody with 49,000 subscribers with Weight Watchers in her name is finding things that aren't working in this new program. So it's just interesting. And I, of course, have very cynically and sinisterly said, if Weight Watchers works, how come Oprah doesn't weigh 120 pounds? Right? It would be too triggering for me as a food addict to allow the smidgen of carbs that even the most devoted Weight Watcher person would have. And I learned that from leaving Weight Watchers, going to low carb, high fat, giving up all grains, all sugars, and then to the keto under 20. So I just wanted to give you that little timeline and how interesting I found that. So anyway, I have switched allegiances from Smartwater. It was so hard to find, and I started buying San Pellegrino. And I know this is all picky uni stuff, but I began to do investigations. And when I looked up what the electrolytes and benefits of San Pellegrino were compared to the Smartwater, compared to the Mountain Valley, which I can hardly ever find anymore. So I had to switch because I couldn't find any Smartwater sparkling, and I was liking that, or the Mountain Valley. So I started buying San Pellegrino, and I never was attracted to the Perrier. It didn't have what I wanted in it. So the San Pellegrino has tiny little bubbles, and it's delicious. So I looked up the benefits and the electrolytes in it. And out of it came this long letter from Dave Asprey, the Bulletproof Coffee Man, and all the other products. And he buys it. He is not affiliated with them, but he discovered it, and he discovered it because of the sulfate sulfur in it. And it's a mineral that, like, our body really likes, wants, and, like the other minerals, doesn't really produce, so you have to find it from other places. And electrolytes, to me, is like a basic of my keto everyday program. It's high fat, but it's also high electrolytes. And so I know that I order from Amazon bulk supplements. I order their potassium, I order their magnesium, and so this sulfur sulfate is also known as MSM. And so I looked it up, and indeed they have it. So I started looking up the benefits of MSM. Now it's due today, my bag. So in the morning, as a lot of you know, I have half teaspoons of potassium, half teaspoon of magnesium, quarter of a teaspoon of low salt because it's packed with potassium, and then I sprinkle Dr. Price's electrolyte mix on it. It's way too sweet to have alone. So I sprinkle that on top, and then I squeeze a fresh lemon on it in the morning. And that's kind of like my, have it quick, like some people do their ACV little concoctions. And I can't do vinegar because it makes me close up my throat. So I have that. So I'm going to add the MSM to it. So for homework, I'd like you to look up MSM on YouTube and look at some of the benefits and see what you find and see if it's something you add to your arsenal of things. And yes, I do believe that certain supplements have a place. I've given up some along the way, like our body doesn't make omega-3s. And so I do have a cod liver capsule and an omega-3 capsule every day in my supplements, in my, that little box of Sunday through Saturday things. And so anyway, I'm adding that to it. Just wanted to give you the heads up. Oh, and Smartwater, I looked that up, and it's regular tap water. And then they do those distilling, vaporizing things to it, and then add the electrolytes to it. And I went, oh, okay, thanks. Glad I found that out. Like Dasani has, if you look at the back of their bottle, their bottled water, and they're made by Pepsi or Coke. If you look on the back, it says water source PWS. Do you know what PWS stands for? Public Water Supply. So you take your empty bottle and you go over to your tap and you turn it on and you fill it up. That's what you're buying if you buy Dasani. And of course, they have great shelf control because they're owned by Coke or Pepsi. It doesn't matter to me because I'm not buying either. Even the Pepsi stuff, I'm not buying it. And so, because they have great shelf exposure, even at the beginning of the cashier line, you know, where the candy is and all the magazines, there's little coolers at my store, and it has the Dasani and either the Pepsi or the Coke, and whatever sports drink they provide. So they have great grab and go in the regular supermarkets, as well as the shelf space because they're owned by one of the big two. So I just thought you might like that little bit of like, okay, PWS, public water supply, Smartwater, public water supply with things done to it. Oh, okay. Hence, back to my why I drink San Pellegrino now. So anyway, that's my story, and oh my, now my chicken thighs are done cooking, so this has just gone as long as it can go because you and I both don't want to hear that timer in the back telling me it's time for it to come out. But I hope you have enjoyed this. You can only guess what I'm having today. I'm having my Mississippi roast stew, which is a beef cut of chuck roast and spices and cauliflower crumbles, radishes, and Emilio's organic stock. And I cook that up so it's like thick and nice like a stew. So I'm having a cup of that and a great big salad. And I'm having it in my fluted crystal bowl instead of my floured bowl. Who says I can't change? I'm telling you. So anyway, this has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food, with just another video in the life of why I drink what I drink, why I just got validation that Weight Watchers doesn't work from the Queen, and I'm going to carry on my day. I hope you do too. Don't forget your electrolytes in the hot weather. Bye-bye for now.